I'm back, and I have got a great game that I want to show all of you guys real quick. This is Valheim, a game produced with Coffee Stain Studios, the guys who made Goat Simulator, and Goat Simulator, while fun, was silly and nonsensical, but overall it was a hit game, viral-wise. This, despite being an early access survival game, has already beaten Dota on the most played game list and is now number 2 on Steam's most played. And I'm going to show you why, because this game, I've played it a little bit already, kicks ass for an early access game. Not even AAA games in early access have the same level of quality as Valheim here. So we're going to go ahead and play it. And you can see I already got 2 characters, but we're not going to play those right now because we're going to start from the ground up. So we're going to do a new character. Dress him up real quick. Hello. Bam. Boom. Let's rock. New world. And I'm just going to use... Oh, I guess we'll just do Bush. Yes, the seed then. There we go. Not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into it. Got the intro here. Long ago, the Allfather, Odin, reunited the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, and then split the bows that held their prison to the world tree, and left it to drift unanchored, a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. As glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest warriors. Dead to the world, they would be born again in Valheim, home of the fallen. Here we are, being lifted away by one of the Valkyries. Now, initially, when I saw this, I thought Freya, because, well, coat of feathers. But I have no other confirmation on that. It could just be a fun design they did for the Valkyries. Still cool as shit, though. Hugin, one of Odin's ravens. Alright. The Big Vizier. Alright, Eikthyr on north on our map. Eikthyr is the first boss, and he is pretty fucking cool. That was fast. Stone. So when you start in the game, you start pretty useless. As you get more resources, you unlock more recipes, and there's a lot of recipes. Yes, I have found a snack. The game follows the, I guess, Elder Scrolls method of leveling, where as you just perform the action, you gain experience in that specific action. So I'm running around, I level up my run speed. Getting faster and faster the more I run. And you can see I've only got 25 HP. I got very little run. And this is because in this survival game, instead of relying on food to stay alive, food works more like a buff by increasing your... by increasing your run speed, your health, and your stamina. And even later in the game, granting resistances such as an immunity to poison or frost, or just more HP. Hugin again. And another Greyling. So, the game is... the combat is really serviceable. It's simple, nothing too flashy, nothing too in-depth. But I think that's what makes it a good system for this, is they didn't try to do anything too flashy. Nothing is there that's unnecessary. Can I craft a... No, I can't craft a mallet yet. Need to get that club so we have a weapon. Grab this. Fuck off. Am I just getting resin? Okay, 6 wood. There we go. We got a weapon now. Boom. Club. So, the game also has a physics system that I'm going to show you here in a bit, as soon as we can get enough wood for the axe. Just need to get a few more stones, which is such a pain to do without a pickaxe. And we can't get a pickaxe yet until after the first boss. The game really wants you to work for everything you get. Here we go, got a stone axe now. Now we can put some work in. And here's where the fun part comes in. Is the trees will fall, and if you get caught underneath them, they will just one-tap you. The gravity in this game is not playing around. As you see, it'll even bring down other trees. We gonna need this wood in order to build our house, so that way we have a place to store our goods, our food, our items, and to come back to at night when it gets too dark to be out. And I think for the first video, we're going to work on getting ourselves leather armor. See, as you can see, it already took me down halfway, and I'm just leveling the forest. Actually, I don't want to be underneath that log. I'm only able to chop this one. I'm out of energy. And I can't eat the food yet because I don't have a campfire and a way to cook it. Actually, maybe the first video will just be us getting a home. So, if I have time, we'll bounce and get ourselves the leather we need. And now, we can get this log because it's from a beech tree, but this birch here is too hard for stone. I need a stronger axe to chop that. And I've got a good chunk of wood right now. I think enough to get a rudimentary home started. I need more stone. hammer is what you need to build your house. Hail Hoodin. Oops. Didn't mean to spook him off so early. And I think we'll build right down here by the water. Where it's nice and clear. And it'll make a lovely little home. This will be great. Yeah, this will be great. And Flint's here too, so another reason to be by the water is now that we have Flint, we can get access to the next step of tools for the Stone Age. So let's get building. To build, you gotta throw down a workbench. See, now we have access to the Flint tools. The shield, all of that fun stuff. Now we can't use the workbench yet because it needs an actual roof first. So we're gonna go to building, grab a pillar. And start building a small structure. Actually, I guess we need one more above that, don't we? And this is going to be our little workshop. Now, the building system they got is fucking cool. Everything works really nicely, is very simple, easy to understand. Because it either works or it doesn't. So, in here you can see that these are green, meaning they have plenty of support. Blue means it's a foundation piece, and it's connected directly to the ground. It's got the world to support it. We don't have to worry about support pieces breaking. That snaps right there. And see how it's connected here? This is a slightly yellowish green. And the moment that it gets... trick I learned. Throw that there. And now it's vibrant green. It has all the support it needs. And we can now use our workbench. Repairs are free. I love it. Now we can do this. Yep, the hoe is used for landscaping. It allows me to completely revamp the entire area. And it's so helpful, especially when you're building larger structures, or even getting to work on building your town on a larger server. I don't like floating pieces. Break that down. Get all the resources back. And build it again. can also raise the ground, but I need a lot of stone for that. It's very expensive. There we go, that should do plenty. Boom, boom. Just get the base house down. And we're not stuck to just this little island. All that out there you can explore. And unlike a couple of other developers we know, these guys actually mean it. I can sail all across these waters. I can fish from them, harvest resources from them, and explore them to my heart's content. And they're adding more and more. We've already got a roadmap showing what we're going to get throughout this year, and it looks like 2 new areas, possibly 2 new bosses, more work for the ships and the seas, more stuff for building your base, your little home, and it just seems like so much to add on, even though we already have so much already. And that's one reason why I'm super supportive of this game, not just because, oh, I'm out of wood, I'm getting the whole Viking thing, and I'm sure you guys know how much I love Vikings, because they're just fucking cool. It's a piece of my culture, my ancestry, and here it is being explored in a way that's just not more Marvelization. And it feels fucking great. Especially in a game this well made. I mean, look at this, is gorgeous. Now I've got settings. Yeah. Whoops. But yeah, like I told you, the logs will kill your shit quick. So we just have to run back to our marker on the minimap, showing where we died. Not too big of a loss, but we did lose some stats for it. Our clubs was knocked down to 3. But we can get all of our stuff back. Corpse run, we get a slight speed boost. Check our stats here from the Hugin page. We won't lose any skill points if we die again. And our jump and run stamina is decreased because we got our stuff back. And it gives us that little buff in the event we need to run away from a bunch of enemies that were still camping our body. Luckily, the only enemy that was near our body was the log that smashed me. So I am not too concerned about it. Some wood. There's the other log. Now you can see me picking up resin, and we need that for starting torches and lights around the house, which will help make it easier to defend, as well as give us the ability to craft other tools like some shields and armor, because resin makes a nice adhesive. Now I found starting with the frame of the house is the best option. I would put one up here, but if I do that, you can't actually use the doorway. it's a weird little issue. And I'm out of wood again. We got a lot of boar nearby, so we got plenty of food. We're not too stuck out on that. Unfortunately, like boar in real life, the boars are aggressive if we get too close and will charge us down. And it can hurt. And let's see if we can get this house done before nightfall. Is this a runestone? What was it saying? This land is hard and wild, but we who were brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveler, in the gifts before you. The good wood and stone, the fruits... Fuck off, you fucking pig. The fruits and flowers of the forest. Look also to the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat of your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. So yes, you can actually tame the wild boar of the meadows and even the wild wolves of the mountains and make them your own personal pets. You can breed them and harvest lots of food, fur. I think you can do the same to deer, but I haven't seen anyone tame deer. And my axe is broken, that sucks. But we can just go to the workshop. It is too exposed. Oh dear. I don't believe that's true because it worked earlier. Oh, that's annoying. How the fuck is it too exposed? Gotta get this shit right. Okay. Whatever. Is it these then? Yeah. If it gets too cold, we can actually get hurt a little bit more. It's gotta be this then. This sucks. What is too... that's frustrating. That is stupid. Okay, this is gonna be fun. We just need to fix that. So once the double roof here, fine, I can work with that. What I can't work with is not being able to approach it from the front. Alrighty, so now we throw that there so it has support. Had to use a lot of wood just to fix it so we can use the workbench. There we go. How much wood I pieces left. Alrighty. We've got to get a roof started. Boom. 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 Out of wood again. This is hurting bad. We can get it though. Just have to chop down a fuck ton of trees. So an issue with the face at night is we're more likely to get more spawns of monsters such as greylings, which prefer being out at night. They don't like the sun too much, which is fitting because the greylings are a subspecies of dwarf, and in the Norse lore, dwarves turn to stone in the sunlight. This is shown in the story of Alvis, or Olwise, the dwarf who comes to Thor to take his daughter's hand in marriage. Thor tricks Always into showing off how much he knows and wasting his time all the way until morning when the sun fills Thor's halls and turns the dwarf to stone, killing the dwarf right then and there without Thor having to so much as lift a finger. The neck are water spirits. Oh, I'm out of energy. That was bad. Boom, got him on the crit. Oh, there goes down the birch tree and another beech. Just gotta get this wood so we can get back to building the house. And then once we get the roof in, we can get the bed underneath it and rest and skip the nighttime. For these lands so I don't get smashed again. Getting lots of beech seeds. Oh, our axe is damaged. Luckily, we did fix our issue with the So what you saw me do there was a parry. If you block just as the enemy attacks, you can parry them, and it stuns them and gives you a chance to do double damage. It is the most efficient way to fight a lot of the monsters in the game, by parrying them and then attacking while they're stunned to just finish them off and save yourself the energy. Oh, it's a deer. Okay, we should have a good chunk of wood now. And then of course there's enemies like the Greylings that you can just wail on pretty easily without having to worry about them. Let's get this rough in actually. Should we build it like this? No, because then I have to interfere with the shed, and I don't feel like doing that right now. Okay, we're in shelter now. We can throw down a bed here. Yes, thanks, Hugan. Yes. We just need a fire nearby now. So we're on the hunt for stone. We're gonna have to use the torch. Those are the neck. Cute little guys. Source of food early on. But they don't get used for much else. Oh, heck yeah, we got some berries. With the berries, you're going to want a lot of these, especially late game, because they're used in brewing, mead, and... well, there's a lot of them here. Look at us, we're scoring today. They're used in brewing mead and a couple of other foods that are just worth it. Now I can eat and gain my HP back, as well as gain a nice bonus to my HP pool max. Damn, I really need a pick to break that. That's gonna suck. These stones don't have... okay, I have enough to build a fire pit. Some food cooking too. Now we're in business. We're kicking ass here. We're rocking it. Just gotta throw up the walls for the home now. That was bad. Do not have the time to be setting myself ablaze. There we go. Got some meat. Boom. Even more HP. That's how we do it. I gotta stop catching myself on fire. So that we don't have to worry about much. It's a fun visual, but we're not too concerned about the water creeping all the way up. And just for aesthetic, get a nice A-frame going here. that sucks. Boom, house completed. Torch there. Get our storage in. Boom. Out of wood. And then we can store all of our extra supplies in here. So that means that the home is completed. We're actually fully out of wood. So yeah, we've got our house complete. We're ready to rock and roll. It's looking good. And I will see you guys on the next playthrough.